Hello everyone. So in the last video we discussed about generating a summary report from Cucumber.json, and we generated something like this, right, in this report. Now, as I mentioned in my last video, that I would like to enhance the report more, right? So for that, what I am planning to do is I am planning to deliberately fail some test cases and then see whether the failure percentage and the fail count, whether all these things are coming properly or not, and also to add one more section here that will show me that which test case has failed and that test case belongs to which feature file, and also what is the failure reason behind it. So we are going to develop that. So before we proceed further, if you guys have not watched that video, I'll put it in the description, so please watch it because that is the first part and this is the second part. Okay, so let's move ahead. Now, I'll just show you in this video. Actually, I have not coded it live because in the last video it was very big. So that's why I have already coded it to show the failure report and everything. But I'll explain you how to do that. To show you the report, this is the report that is going to generate. Okay, so here if you see the login to HRM application, here I have deliberately failed 4 test cases, and if you see the percentage, everything looks fine. Here pass percentage is 0, fail percentage is 100, and overall, right, out of 6, 2 pass, 4 failed, so pass percentage is 33 and fail percentage is 66, right? And in the failed scenario details, I have all the 4 scenarios which got failed, and because it failed basically with the failure reason, same failure reason, that's why it is showing the same reason for all this. Okay, so we'll see how I have done it. Now in this is our generate HTML report that we developed last time. So I have added few things here. Okay, I'll just quickly show you what I have done here. Okay, so for example, at the top I have created one variable. This variable is called failed scenario details. This is a global variable, and which type it is, this is list of hash map. So what I am planning to do here is this feature name is one key, okay, scenario name another key, failure reason is another key, and the value would be this value, right? Login to HRM application will be value. Similarly, these are value of this key, right? And then I'll put it into one hash map as a key pair value, and then for each row I'll put it into a list, and then finally I'll print it. That's why I have created here the list of hash map of string comma string. Okay, perfect. Now if you remember here in the get scenario status, this is one method that we developed to find out what is the scenario status based on the steps. Okay, based on the steps result. If all the steps results are passed, then overall status is also passed, right? And we had developed for background as well as for the scenario level. So please watch the video, the previous video, if you are not getting it. Okay, there I have explained it, and also I did live coding there, so you will understand it. Okay, so here in this method I have added few things. See, in this method, what do I need to capture, right? Whenever a status a step is failed, then I have to capture 3 things to display here, right? What are those 3 things? One is feature name, second is scenario name, and third is failure reason. These are the 3 things. To do that, uh, in this, previously I was passing only the step array, but now I have added the feature name which is being passed from the root level, and the scenario name. Okay, so these two are passing from where? See, whenever I am getting the element object, that is, let me open here. So for example, here whenever we are at this elements level, and you remember we were passing one elements one by one, right? At that time I will fetch the scenario name. This is the name, right? So I have fetched here. Yeah, if you see this line, this is string feature name equal to feature object dot get name. So from here I am getting the feature name, that is at the top level, right? And here in the scenario name, okay, when I am iterating over each element object, that is I am here, at that time I am getting another element for each element. Okay, I am getting another scenario name here, right? So this is what we are fetching, the name, and the previous one was the feature name. This is this name, this feature, this is the name object, and here is another name object. This is at the feature level, this is at the scenario level. So these two value I have captured here, right? And now I am passing these along with this get scenario status. I have passed it, feature name and scenario name. So as soon as a step is failed, right, I am capturing these three value, that is feature name and scenario name. I have already got it, and now I need to fetch the error message. Now error message, if you look carefully, in our second feature file we had failure. So this is elements. Now these are the steps. Yep. So if you see here how the error message is displayed along with status, right? If the status is failed, then there is one error message object here, and we need to fetch this, but we are not going to display this entire thing. Okay, we just need this thing, that is login not successful, expected true but found false, till here. So that's why I have created one method here. In this method I am going to pass this entire error message, okay, this entire error message, and then I am going to fetch from here to here. For that I have first found out the index of this colon, and this is the start index, right? And what would be my end index? That end index would be the first at, right, wherever it is the at word will be there, that is our end index. So I have taken end index as this. Okay, now string error message calculated, what should be that? That should be the start index plus 1 and end index. That is what I have passed here, and I am getting error message calculated, and I am returning it. If there is any exception, then I am returning error message not found. Okay, so we'll go back here. Yeah, so here I am calling, and then I am adding the error message, and then in the failed scenario details, you remember this is one list which contains hash map. So this is our temporary hash map, and then I am adding them in this list. Okay, and I have introduced another flag that is called failure flag. This is also global level. I am making it true because I want to show uh, in this report, I want to show this part, the below part, only if there is any failure. So this is the flag that will tell me whether there is any failure or not. If this is false, that means I don't need to show that. Okay, okay, so this is the coding part, and then in the generate report part, right, this is the generate report part. In this generate report part, if you see, I have added this condition. This is if failure flag equal to true. That means if there is any failure, at that time only you do all these things. So if you see this, yeah, I'll just show you the page source. So in the page source, if you see, uh, until here we did earlier, now we are adding it from here. So I have added it as it is here, and then yeah, till here I have added it, and then I am putting this part, right? Because I need to create the row dynamically from here to here. I need to create this dynamically for each failed scenario, and that's why I have put it into an one hash, sorry, into one for loop. In this I have used this hash map. uh, so I am iterating over the failed scenario details, and then I am populating the details, right? Feature name, scenario name, and error message. And then finally I am closing the table, right? So this is our okay, so one mistake I have done, that is I should have done like this. Okay, this is in the for loop. Now if this is true, only then I should populate report string equal to HTML report string plus this part, right? This part, and this part should be outside of the if condition. Yes, so I don't need the table here, because see, this HTML tag and body tag, you have to close it whether this field, this part field part is showing or not. You have to close it, right? That is at the root level here. So that's why I had put it inside this condition. So it should not be the case, it should be outside. Okay, so that's why I have put it into outside. And then finally generate report, whatever was there, the code is same as it is. So in this way, you can show the failed test case details, right? It will be another added advantage. Now think carefully. I mean, if you share this report to your stakeholder, they don't need to open any other report. From here itself they can get the entire summary. You can add more details if your business team, or if your stakeholder is asking for some more details. Everything is available in this Cucumber.json file. Seriously, it has everything. If they want to see which tags are used, you can get all the tags as well. Okay, so you can basically develop this report as per the requirement. That is the beauty. Okay, so that's all. Okay, I'll just show you to run this code once. I have already failed the test cases. So inside this cucumber.reports, I have this JSON report already generated. So I'll just run this. Let's see. Okay, yeah, these are the details I just printed, so that I know whether in the failed test case details everything is coming properly or not. That's why I just put it. So the report got generated, and if we see here, this was generated, see, just now. Then yeah, this is the report, right? So yeah, that's all the enhancement. Maybe I'll see if there is any other enhancement you can do, or you can comment like which other details you can think of. Okay. Okay guys, so that's all from my side today. Thanks for watching.